Good morning, everyone. A variety of projects this week. We are a versatile environmental tank company, all pertaining to tanks. So today we're doing a local builder. He's a big builder in the area. He owns a lot of property. They own this service mechanic shop in Goshen right on the corner. Trying to sell it, and there it is. These damn tanks, they rear their ugly head. Gotta take these tanks out in order to sell. So we went over. Nice guy, Harold. That's his son. Played football with Craig, I'm pretty sure. There are suspected 2 tanks inside the shop, under the floor, under a concrete floor. So, auto mechanic shop, tanks inside. You know, there could be antifreeze in that, gasoline in that, any kind of product. But it's 2 or 3 fill pipes, I'm not sure. I think there's a fill-in event. So it's a suspect 2 tanks. So that's the issue with the building inspector. He wouldn't issue us a permit because we weren't sure whether there were 1 or 2. So he's got to be on site to make that call for that paperwork. I guess he had a slow day. I don't know. So that's what we're doing. So we got to bring the a demo saw, concrete demo saw. See if we have an unfrozen hose to use to keep the dust down. Morning, boys.
Morning.
Sammy is happy today, huh? Jammer. What's on your mind?
No.
See, demo saw. Couple of jackhammers, and that's pretty much all I can think. We got the 4 vibrators in for the bed. That was exciting. We just dropped that off at Johnny. Johnny actually watched one of our videos and saw that we needed that tab on the 1,500-pound plate welded, and I think he's stopping over to do that. So there you go, YouTube. It's very helpful. Appreciate that. Didn't even have to make that call to John. He's a busy guy. But he's going to do that. He's got to bring out a whole welding mobile unit to do it. It's a pain in the ass. I get it. So everything we need is in that install trailer. So we'll bring that. This is a local job right down around the corner, right where my wife tans. So she may stop in. That's it. This snow day was horrendous yesterday. It was unbelievable. I did not think we were going to make it home, honestly. And I'm an extreme kind of guy. I like when things go sideways and a little bit out of control. Kind of gets my heart rate up. So this was that 1 to 2 inch snow. Wasn't supposed to stick either. So, morning, Craig. Hey. He's excited again. Look how happy he is. He's always happy. That's nice when that happens. You don't get crabby people with attitudes. You know, some people bring their problems from home to work. Most people bring their problems from work home. But then you got people that bring their problems from home to work. You fire them, and then you hire a family. I think. It's working for me. So we're pulling everything out. Morning, Corey. All right, that's it. We'll see you. Gonna load up some crushed concrete to match the concrete we're cutting up. And we'll be out there. Here he is, welding the tab back. Didn't even ask him, just showed up. It's relationships, people. Don't burn bridges. Everyone can help you out in life. someone had mentioned to me they wanted to see my welds. Here are my welds right here. So I always say you hire a professional. What's that called? Swag?
Slag.
Flag. There you go. So those are my welds. Not bad. That's John from the shop here in Florida. Give him a call. Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. We have reached our destination. It looks like no one is here. It's inside that building. Trying to figure out where to get everybody's truck. Obviously, it's the same problem every morning. So here's our two fill pipes. There's one. There's no power to the building, so getting that door, that was quite the experience. So we got to clean that area, offload all the equipment here, and begin. This is going to be a fun one. I like this kind of stuff. So this property, it's suspected 2 tanks, 1 tank, they don't really know. So there's 2 openings. But we can't just automatically call them fills. It's 2 openings, so Corey measured it, and one had all water.
No, one had all motor oil, 23 inches, and the other one had 4 inches.
Which
of
one?
Of motor oil.
Okay, so that had 4 inches of motor?
That had 4 inches, this had 23.
And they're both the same depth?
Yes.
Okay. So it could be 1 tank with a baffle, or it's going to be 2 tanks. If it's 2 tanks, it's running that way, and I don't have enough area cut here. But just to try to minimize any restoration that they have, this right here is a good start for me. And then if we've got to open it up over here, we will. That looks like it's a vent pipe, but it's PVC, so that's unusual. Anytime you're in a service station like this, you know, they bring their cars on in here, they work on them, and they use that as waste oil. So they dump anything in it. Antifreeze, gasoline, motor oil, any kind of fluid. So we just got to put our LEL in that. It's a liquid level explosive, lets us know if there's anything combustionable before we put our Sawzall on it. But first, we pump the contents dry as best as we can, and we're going to start demo saw and jackhammering. Hopefully it's not too thick. You know, you can't get an underground mark out on this stuff. So, you know, you got floor drains to contend with, underground lines. So a lot can go wrong, is what I'm trying to say. So this is a little bit of a struggle for our pump. That's thick, cold motor oil. We normally pump number 2 fuel. Trying to avoid getting a vacuum truck out here, but I also don't want to burn my $800 pump out. She's laboring. concrete's 8 inches thick. We've got a lot of underground lines that the bucket's catching. Inadequate concrete removal equipment right now we're dealing with because we don't do a lot of it. So we just got to stay at it. We just keep making rips with the demo saw, keep chunking it out bit by bit. So this is going to be a long one, a little labor intense, a little concrete dust breathing. That's how boys become men. Okay, success. It's 2 horizontal tanks. Uno, dos.
Yes.
Well, Corey is going to cut him. Great job, everyone here this morning. You're all my pals.
No.
But Corey, of course, is going to cut this open now. Of course. Dude, how good is, let's hear it for Johnny's welds. Oh my God.
That the whole entire time.
Johnny, we beat the crap out of that right there.
3 inches.
I don't know if we can pump all that.
We're gonna destroy our pump.
Yep.
Pumping that. Went right in. So you know how I always say when somebody says they have a 275 gallon in the ground, I always say it's an above ground tank. And I say, you know, you can see that they're above ground tanks because they have flanges. They got the little flanges at the bottom of the tank that you screw the leg into. So these guys took horizontal above ground tanks, buried them, and then put really toxic liquids in there. Probably developed a hole after the 4th year it was in ground. No bueno. This will be a costly cleanup, I feel. So that tank's properly cleaned now. We can see the holes. That's pretty bad. Look at that hole. That's pretty massive. Golf ball.
I know what else the ball that was. Wait, call, Jemmer, just call.
Leg flange. Leg flange. They're all leg flanges.
He's expecting a phone call.
All right, everything's all swept up here. We're gonna keep that concrete over here and here. We're gonna utilize that as backfill once we complete the remediation. I feel like they're gonna move forward pretty quickly with this. So when I actually do come and do the remediation, I'm actually gonna saw cut from there all the way across. I've got a foundation, foundation, foundation. So at worst, I think it's all gonna stay inside this area. So we'll remove this all so we can try to expedite this process. And then I'll set up a couple triaxles, 60 tons. It's tough access, but it went well. Got these tanks out of the ground. The boys look like it was a good day for them. That's right, kids. Just keep banging them out. It's another fine job. Like Tank Masters Environmental.